All right, thanks, guys. Let's get it started. Reds, Braves, 12-10 Atlanta. The Braves are $1.40. Total's 8.5. 80% is leaning Atlanta. We got Castillo for the Reds, Newcomb for the Braves. Atlanta's 9-6 in their Newcomb starts. Since he's just 9-18 in their games at the current moneyline price, Cincy games went 11-5 to the over when Castillo made the start. All told, I'll take the Braves and the over 8.5. Next game, Blue Jays, Astros, 210 Houston. Lots of movement in this one. Houston opened 260 all the way down to 185. Totals at 8.5. Toronto's catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Marco Estrada for the Blue Jays, Dallas Keuchel for the Astros. Houston's won nearly 80% of their games played at the current moneyline odds. Toronto's just 38% in their games as the official Vegas underdogs. Houston games went just 6-18 to the over at the current posted total in Minute Maid Park. That said, I'm taking the Stros run line with the under 8.5. Next game, Royals, Brewers, 210 Milwaukee. The Brewers opened 180 up to 185. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 74% is still riding with Milwaukee. And at the moment, we got Danny Duffy for Kansas City, Brent Suter for Milwaukee. KC's just 4-18 versus teams giving up less than 4 runs per contest. Milwaukee's a perfect 3-0 in their head-to-head matchups with the Royals. Suter starts went 10-4 to the over so far this year. All said and done, I'll take the Brewers run line and the over 8.5. Next game, Mariners, Orioles, 7:05 Baltimore. Seattle opened 120 down to 115. Baltimore's taking money. Total's 9.5. Baltimore's catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Wade LeBlanc for the Mariners, Alex Cobb for the O's. Baltimore's just 3-10 in their Alex Cobb starts. Seattle's gone 19-6 in their games at the current market price. Seattle's also gone just 2-8 to the over in their Wade LeBlanc starts. That said, I'm going to take the Mariners and the under 9.5. Next game, Yankees, Phillies, 7:05 South Philly. The Yankees are $1.30. Total's 9 flat. 54% is backing the Phils. We got Louis Cessa for the Yanks, Zach Eflin for the Fightins. Phillies are just 36% in their games at the current market price. New York's winning just about 80% of their ball games played at the current market price themselves. The Yanks are 0-2 to the over in their couple of games versus the Phils. So all told, I'm going to lean Yankees and the under 9 flat. Next game, Angels, Red Sox, 7:10 Fenway. The Bo Sox opened $1.45 down to $1.35. Total's 9.5. The Angels get the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Heaney for Los Angeles, Porcello for Boston. Now, Boston's 7:03 in their games as the official Vegas favorite. Meanwhile, their counterparts are a dismal 0-4 in their head-to-head matchups with the Bo Sox. The Angels have gone 4-0 to the over in their head-to-head matchups with Boston as well. So all said and done, I'm going to lean Boston and the over 9.5. Next game, A's, Tigers, 7:10 Detroit. The A's open $1.20 up to $1.35. Totals at 9 flat. Detroit's catching the 1.5 at home. And at the moment, we got Chris Bassett for Oakland, Mike Fiers for Detroit. The Tigers are 9-5 in their games where Mike Fiers makes the start. Oakland's 0-3 in their games where Bassett makes the start themselves. Oakland games went 29-11 to the over when the line was 9 or higher. So having said all that, I'm going to take the Tigers in the over 9 flat. Next game, D-backs, Marlins, 7:10 Miami. The D-backs open $1.50 up to $1.70. Total opened 8 down to 7.5. Currently 74% is leaning toward Arizona. And at the moment, we got Robbie Ray for the Diamondbacks, Wei Yin Chen for the Fish. Arizona's 4-2 in their games when Robbie Ray makes the start. The Marlins have dropped 4 of 5 head-to-head matchups with Arizona. Miami has gone 4-1 to the over in their head-to-head matchups with Arizona as well. So all told, I'm going to take the D-backs run line in the over 7.5. Next game, Pirates-Mets, 7:10 Flushing, Queens. The Mets open $1.10 up to $1.20, still taking money. Total opened 8 flat, down to 7.5. Currently, Pittsburgh's catching the 1.5 on the run line. And at the moment, we got Nova for the Pirates, Wheeler for the Mets. New York's gone just 4-10 in their Zach Wheeler starts, while also posting a record of just 14-25 at home. The Mets are also just 5-12 to the over in their games at the current posted total. That said, I'm going to take the Pirates and the under 7.5. Next game, Padres, Rangers, 8:05 Arlington. The Rangers open $1.35 down to $1.20. Totals at 9.5. The Pods are catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Clayton Richard for San Diego, Mike Minor for Texas. San Diego's 9-7 in their Clayton Richard starts. Texas is just 16-25 in their games at home. The Rangers are also 26-15 to the over in their games at Globe Life Park. So with all that said, I'm going to lean Padres and the over 9.5. Next game, Twins, White Sox, 8:10 Chicago. The Twins open $1.45 down to $1.40. Totals at 9 flat. Chicago's catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Gibson for the Twins, Shields for the White Sox. Chicago's just 5-11 when Jimmy Shields takes the blump. The blump. Let me say that again. Chicago's just 5-11 when Jimmy Shields takes the bump. The Sox are also a perfect 0-9 in their second game without a day off. Chicago's just 6-10 to the over in their games where Jimmy Shields made the start as well. So all told, I'm going to take Minnesota and the under 9 flat. Next game, Indians, Cards, 8:15 St. Louis. Really good series here. The Cards are $1.10. Total open 8.5 down to 8. 58% is leaning toward the Cardinals. And at the moment, we got Shane Bieber for Cleveland, Jack Flaherty for St. Louis. Cleveland's a perfect 3-0 in their Shane Bieber starts. St. Louis went just 5-5 in their games where Jack Flaherty made the start themselves. St. Louis games also went just 2-8 to the over when Flaherty made the start as well. So all said and done, I'm going to lean Indians in the under 8 flat. Next game, Cubs, Dodgers, 10:10 City of Los Angeles. The Dodgers open $1.40 up to $1.50. Total 7.5. 61% is leaning toward LA. And at the moment, we got Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs, Alex Wood for the Dodgers. The Cubs are just 5-10 when Kyle Hendricks made the start. They're also winning just 45% of their ball games as the official Vegas underdog. Now, 4 out of Chicago's 5 head-to-head matchups with the Dodgers did stay under the line. So all told, I'm going to lean Dodgers run line and the under 7.5. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Rockies, Giants, 10:15 San Francisco. The Giants open $1.75 down to $1.50. Total 7 flat. The Rockies are catching the 1.5. And at the moment, we got Freeland for the Rockies, Bumgarner for the Giants. Colorado's just 40% in their games at the current moneyline price, and they've also been losers in their last 3 straight ball games. The Rockies are also just 4-11 to the over in their games where Kyle Freeland made the start. So all that in mind, I'm going to take the Giants and the under 7 flat. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just have to remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're hurting yourself each and every day you're not subscribed. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage.